Hi guys, today's video is about healthy snacking. And typically if I can't go for fresh fruits and vegetables, like sliced apples or cuties, like little mandarin oranges when I'm on the go, and maybe you don't have that in your fridge, there's some stuff that you can have handy in your pantry or in your fridge so that you can make a very quick, healthy snack. So I kind of laid everything out on the counter here so that I could just go one by one, and then I'll send you guys the recipes so that you have access to the ingredients that you need. So quickest, easiest one that is going to be the most satisfying for anyone with a sweet tooth. If you just love candy bars and you want to kind of stay away from that, this is one brand that I have found. They also sell like the clear package of dates at H-E-B and at Walmart. It's fine if they're not pitted, it just takes longer. So like these still have the seed in them, but all you have to do is get the date out. So dates look like this naturally. You're just gonna slice it open, remove the seed, which takes like a second. And for your snack, you don't wanna have more than 3 at a time. I would have 2 first, 1 or 2. See how you feel. If you really need a third one, you can, but really 2 is nice and satisfying. And then from there, you're basically gonna stuff it with, oh, I forgot the almond butter. Did I? Oh, here it is. You're gonna stuff it with whatever almond butter you have, the cleanest one. This one, the only ingredient is almonds. You put just a little spoonful. And then if you wanna make it a real treat, because remember, we are trying to replace the temptation for a candy bar, right? So you can go for, I have my little cacao chips in here. You can do minis or you can do larger size. Try to look for ones that are the cleanest possible, the least amount of ingredients. So you just slice, remove the seed, put a scoop of the almond butter or peanut butter, and 1 or 2 of the chocolate chips, cacao chips. If you want it to be extra tasty and you like coconut, you can get the unsweetened coconut flakes. These are the ones that I buy. Unsweetened is important. You just want it, like literally the only ingredient in here is organic coconut. And then it's like a Mounds bar. So like a Snickers bar, a Mounds bar. You can even add 1 walnut, a pecan if you like pecans. I love them with cashews also. So these little magical dates are wonderful. Don't go crazy, don't have tons, but max 3. You'll be good with 1 or 2 even. They're so satisfying. So that's one option for these dates. We talked about a little bit this week about like a Coke float, if you want something really like junky, but not. I found this root beer at Walmart. It's a kombucha root beer, so delicious. It's an acquired taste. If you've never had root beer, there is like if you've never had kombucha, there's sort of an aftertaste, but you can use this with vegan ice cream and just put like 1 little scoop, little dash of this, I recommend instead of a bowl that you put it in a wine goblet. Why? Because it's gonna feel fancy, and on top of that, it's probably gonna be a smaller portion than your bowl. So you get your wine goblet, you put like maybe 2 little scoops of ice cream and then you feel like, oh, it's such a delicious treat that I'm making for myself, and you know that you're not gonna feel crummy after. So that's another good little healthy snack. You can also, you can top your vegan ice cream with anything. You can put banana slices, you can even put the coconut flakes, a couple little chocolate chips. Don't go crazy, but you can put a couple on there. Fruit is gonna be your best friend there. You can add as much fruit as you want. So those are some other good options. I wanted to talk to you guys about the chia pudding that we make and sell at Rooted. I'm gonna give you our recipe. So I love it on its own, but lately with my little goblet, I've been doing half of the container of chia pudding and then topped with coconut yogurt on top. And then I'll slice up berries or bananas, or I've even done pears, walnuts, and I make like a literal parfait. And it's so quick. It's so quick. Just be mindful, chia pudding does give you energy. So if you're going for like a late night snack, don't put too much chia pudding. Just a little bit, just a little dollop. That's gonna give you plant-based protein, but it does give you energy sometimes, so just be mindful. Everybody's body reacts differently, so you'll kind of find your right amount. If you're having it in the morning or like after lunch, no problem, you'll be fine. I found this one at H-E-B. I've been using it lately because the H-E-B here on Saunders has this one. There are other really good brands. I will be honest, this is the plain one. It doesn't really have a lot of flavor. It's pretty plain. So if I use this one, I'm typically gonna put a very small drizzle of honey, or I rely on the fruit to give it sweetness. But I'm basically trying to get in a little bit of fat, a little bit of protein, and then this one has probiotics in it. So it's a great way to kind of supplement for me. And it does have a little bit of calcium too. So me that I don't consume dairy, this is a way for me to get a little bit of calcium and a little bit of probiotics. Okay, so let's talk about the chia pudding. I have tried different chia seeds. I thought that I was making chia pudding wrong, but it just turned out the first brands of chia seeds that I tried, they were not organic, which wasn't always important to me in the past. Sometimes you're on a budget and you're just trying to buy the cheapest one, but it makes a difference because sometimes the not organic ones are processed differently and they won't plump. And so if you're making this pudding, you need your chia seeds to plump up with the milk that you're going to use. So it is important that they're organic, or you can experiment, but I've tried the ones that come in a bag like this, don't work. This brand, the Walmart brand, if you get chia seeds in this brand, it won't work, or at least in my experience. We're gonna use coconut milk, and I buy the unsweet one. They also have vanilla. Look at the sugar content. I go for the unsweetened. So you need coconut milk, you need chia seeds. This brand from Walmart works amazing. I believe it's $15 for this little container, but if you're just making these for yourself, this is gonna last you like at least a month, maybe even more. So these two ingredients, you're gonna need vanilla and you're gonna need maple syrup. I use the ones that are just 100% maple syrup. Please don't use Aunt Jemima maple syrup. That's not the kind that we want to include. I don't even know if that is maple syrup. That's syrup, sugar, and a bunch of other stuff, but 100% maple syrup is what you want. This is it, guys. These are the 4 ingredients that you need to make your chia pudding. I'm gonna send you the recipe. You need to make it with time because it takes at least 2 hours in the fridge for the chia seeds to absorb the coconut milk. Now at Rooted, we make different flavors. So if you're gonna make chango, let's say that's the one that has banana and cinnamon, then you would use your base, add banana and cinnamon. If you're gonna make the spirulina one, we use blue spirulina. So I have mine in a jar here. This is organic, I get it on Amazon. Literally you use like half of this for your serving because you need very, very little. And it turns the whole thing blue. You can put in blueberries, you can make it taste super delicious. In ours, we put blueberries and we put coconut flakes on top. But this is a really easy way. Once you get these 4 ingredients, you're gonna be able to make all different kinds of concoctions. Pinterest is phenomenal for chia pudding recipes. Like chia pudding, overnight oats, you can find thousands of different variations on the recipes on Pinterest. So those are your 4 ingredients. One more time, coconut milk, chia seeds, vanilla, and maple syrup. Okay, so that is the chia pudding. Once you have that, you store it in a container. It can be like a little glass jar like this. You're probably gonna want a bigger jar, but it does have to be sealable. So the nice big glass jars that are big like this are gonna be best, because then when you're gonna make your little parfaits, you just pour some out and put some yogurt on top. All right, then smoothies. Who doesn't love smoothies? They can be really quick and easy. Spend when you make this grocery list to kind of add all these things to your cart to have in your pantry and your fridge, add frozen berries and bananas. Having those in the freezer makes it so easy to make a smoothie when you want one. And a lot of the ingredients that we use for the other things, like the dates, the vanilla, even the chia pudding, you can put a little bit of that in. They're already plumped, so it's gonna make your smoothie even creamier and more delicious. but you can do like a blueberry banana combo. Usually when I make blueberry and banana smoothies, I will add, because the bananas are very good at masking the greens that you put in, so I will add kale. I buy frozen bags of kale or spinach. Frozen just lasts longer, and you know it's gonna stay fresh because it's frozen in there. Sometimes when I buy them and I just put them in the fridge, they go bad. So this is an easier way to have more on stock and keep it for longer periods. Tony absolutely loves this milk from Target. It tastes different than H-E-B brand, than Silk brand. This almond milk, this vanilla almond milk, is unsweetened. It's so good, you guys. It is a treat. This is the brand, it's the Good and Gather, which is the Target brand. Love it, love it, love it, love it. For smoothies, it's delicious. The ways that you can make your smoothie creamy are with coconut yogurt or chia seeds. If you throw those in, your smoothie is naturally going to be creamier. And then the more fruits that you can do that are frozen already instead of fresh, that's going to just help it really stay yummy and creamy. It turns into like ice cream. You've got to get the ratio right of liquid to dry things, but it'll come with practice. Took me a while to get good at it. You've got to try different things. One of my favorites for nighttime is coconut yogurt, almond milk, or coconut milk. You can use either one. Either one is good when you're making your smoothies. Pear, spinach, and banana. Oh my gosh, delicious, delicious. The pear, you know how pear is kind of like gritty? Oh my gosh, it makes it like, it just literally like a soft serve yogurt. I mean, a soft serve frozen yogurt. It's so good, and it's very good after like a hard workout. You just feel like all your muscles relax. Love it, love it, love it. So I also will do like strawberry banana. That's Azul's favorite. If I'm doing like an after lunch kind of thing and I just want a very small little sweet treat, I will use the chocolate hummus. This is, I've already opened this one, but this is the H-E-B brand. And I allow myself 2 max pretzels. So I'll get these pretzel sticks and I just dip those in. Not super healthy because it doesn't have fruits. You could put some strawberries on the side, but it definitely is better than going out to get a croissant from Starbucks. So this is a good way to satisfy your sweet tooth without tons and tons of calories. Okay, then, so since we're going into the fall, a smoothie, if you like pumpkin pie, not everybody does, I do, you can make a really yummy pumpkin pie smoothie. This one is not my favorite. This is the only ingredient in this can is pumpkin. This is the Walmart brand. I like the organic one. It has more of like a farm looking label, I guess. It has a little actual pumpkin and it's like more country looking. This one has a piece of pie on it, but the only ingredient is pumpkin. So that's good. The other one is organic pumpkin. Same thing, just a single ingredient. So you're gonna put some frozen bananas. You're gonna put the pumpkin puree. Optional if you wanna add the yogurt to make it a little bit thicker. And then coconut or almond milk. And then of course, the key ingredient to make it taste like a little pumpkin pie is either cinnamon or pumpkin pie spice. And same thing, you can add in spinach leaves, you can add in kale leaves. You're not gonna taste them, and you can do like a whole handful and you won't taste them because the pumpkin just like overpowers it. So you're getting your veggies in, you're getting your fruits in, you're getting your probiotics and your calcium, you're getting all that, and it tastes like pumpkin pie. Love it. Okay, remove those. Then if you're gonna make overnight oats, so let me show you the ones that we use. Laredo's stock of organic oats is unreliable. They don't always have them organic at H-E-B or Walmart. So you gotta go with what they have. We use the old-fashioned oats. You don't want quick oats or instant oats. Those are gonna get too soggy and you will only be able to keep them in the fridge for maybe a day before they get, like, it really turns into mush. So old-fashioned oats, not quick, not 3-minute oats, nothing that's like quick absorbing because you're gonna put it in the fridge overnight. You've got your oats. I prefer almond milk with my oats, but you could use coconut milk. Once you have these 2 ingredients, that's your base. But it tastes boring and bland without a little bit of love. So you can add a dash of honey. Almond butter is always awesome because that when you have it, it's gonna keep you fuller longer and it's gonna make you feel satiated. So you're gonna feel like you had a meal if you add about half a spoonful of almond butter. And then right now for the fall, they have golden raisins. So you can add in golden raisins, coconut flakes, a little spoonful of jelly. Jelly is misleading because if you think, oh, strawberry jelly, I'm getting a bunch of strawberries. Not all jellies are created equal. And in Laredo, it's been very hard for me to find good quality jelly or jam that I feel comfortable putting on my bread. Even similar brands, Smucker's Tricksters. They have this one, the Smucker's Natural, and then they have one that looks almost identical to this. So this one has, the first ingredient is strawberries, so that's good. Second ingredient is sugar, then fruit pectin, then citric acid. 4 ingredients, 10 grams of sugar. I mean, it's not the best, but at least there's strawberries in there. The other one that looks just like this has like 20 other ingredients, not clean at all. The label is literally almost identical. So check your ingredients so you know what you're getting. H-E-B has these strawberry fruit spreads. This one does have a couple other, it has black carrot juice concentrate, carob bean gum, fruit pectin, sugar, water. First ingredient is strawberries. This one, the reason I like it, I'm sure you can't tell from the camera, but it actually has chunks of like whole strawberries in there. So I feel like I'm getting strawberries with my, so if you put a small spoonful, H-E-B has this in, I would say maybe 10 different flavors: plum, apricot, strawberry, blueberry, mixed berry. They've got tons. So if you need something quick and you don't want to put tons of effort into it, you've got your oats, you've got your milk, you put a little strawberry, a little bit of peanut butter, you're good. Oats are more fattening. If you think about it, they give cattle oats to help like nourish them and fatten them up. So don't go crazy with the overnight oats. It is fiber, which is awesome. If you have trouble going to the restroom, that's gonna help you get a little more regular if you have it on a consistent basis. And because it's high fiber, make sure that you drink a lot of water on the days that you have your oats. Okay, so I've got our oats down. These are really inexpensive at H-E-B. It's the Central Market seaweed chips, and they have a couple different flavors. If you've never had these, they disappear in a second. Azul and I can eat this whole pack by ourselves in one sitting. It's a little strange. It's essentially exactly what you have when you eat sushi, just the outside. So they roast them like this. It feels like you're eating paper, but if you like something salty and you don't want to go for potato chips, so good. So let's say you're gonna make yourself, my mom used to call it a little poo-poo platter. You put maybe 6 of these on your plate. You put some carrots, some cucumbers, some hummus to get some more protein in there. And you've got like a little snacking tray that's not, oh, let me come home, just leave a bag of chips open and just snack on it. You're gonna get the salty, you're gonna get the crunchy. You can even put maybe some walnuts on there. I'm gonna eat another one. So good. There's different flavors too. If you like savory, popcorn is a good option. Look at the ingredients. Many of them have tons of butter. And I'll tell you, this organics one from H-E-B, the only ingredients are organic yellow popcorn, palm oil, and salt. It doesn't taste very good. It doesn't taste like anything. But that's the beauty of it. That means you can jazz it up with other healthy spices. If you like sea salt, turmeric, personally, My favorite way is with cinnamon, but that's just me. I tend to go for sweet versus salty and savory. But you can put a little bit of sea salt, a little bit of even paprika. I don't know if you've ever had it with sea salt and lime juice. Oh my gosh, delicious. Just squeeze the lime juice right on it. A little bit of sea salt, you don't need much else. You could put a little tiny bit of trechas. Trechas is sweet and salty. This does have quite a bit of sodium, so just be mindful of how much you're putting. If you have tajin, I believe tajin has a little bit less sugar. So just a little bit of sprinkle. Again, we're not trying to be completely hardcore here. We just want healthier snacking options that are not gonna break all the results that we've been getting during the challenge. Okay, same thing with these. If you can make your own fruit popsicles at home, which, like, let's say you're making a smoothie. If I wanted to make like, let's say almond milk, or I would go with coconut milk probably for the popsicle, because it's gonna make it a little bit thicker and creamier. Tons and tons of lime juice, a little bit of sea salt, and you can freeze that in popsicle molds. If you're like me and you just want it quick and easy. These have a little more sugar content, but the ingredients are water, cane sugar, lime juice, citric acid, lemon juice, carob bean gum. So it's got a couple different ingredients, but my new favorite way to eat them is I get the paleta, and then Los Cochis at our last market, they were selling like all natural chamoy. I love it. They have it like, so you could just clip it onto your purse. So I put the paleta in a cup, I squeeze a little swirl of this, I put a teeny little sprinkle of the trechas, and it's the most decadent treat ever. I've been having it probably a little more than I should, but twice a week or so, and they're so delicious. Definitely better than a big old heaping bowl of ice cream or something that you're gonna regret later. So those are other good options. Those are some of my favorite snacks, guys. I ran out of regular hummus, but chocolate hummus and regular hummus are definitely my go-tos because they are so filling. And with hummus, you can combine it with so many different things. It could be sweet or savory. So you could do hummus with apples for something a little sweeter, hummus with bell pepper for something more savory. And it's just gonna be so filling. You're gonna get the crunch, you're gonna feel fuller. It's like you're eating a chip, but it's way better for you. The last thing I forgot to mention, this coconut yogurt is so versatile. I mentioned that this plain one doesn't have much flavor, but it allows you to be fuller, right? And you're getting the probiotics. So what I'll do, that bread that we talked about in our first Zoom chat, I'm kind of down to my last few slices here, but this is the organic multi-seed plant-based. Let me show you. So I love it. I will say your kids probably won't. Azul is like, I don't want seeds in my bread. So it's a little trickier to get the kids to eat it because it does have seeds inside, chia, flaxseed. It's got a couple different seeds. So you toast this, you put a nice little spread of yogurt, you put apple slices or pear slices, a little drizzle of honey, and then walnuts. Delicious. And you can have 2 pieces. That's still, again, still better than opening up a bag of chips, tons of sodium, tons of sugar, lots of salt. This is a healthier, more holistic way to do it. As Dara mentioned, we want things to be as close to their natural form as possible. So basically getting those veggies or the fruits, the nuts, honey is a natural sweetener. So just smarter choices as you prep your snacks. I hope this helped. If you have any questions, you know where to find me. These are just things that have worked for me and things that I love. As you can probably tell from my little spread here, I'm more of a sweet tooth. I know a lot of people that like to snack with savory things, so hopefully like the seaweed and the lime and chamoy kind of option gets you something. Smoothies are gonna tend to be sweeter unless you use more greens and make them a little more savory. But hopefully that helps. Hope you have a great day and happy snacking.